ఇది నా
So after we have briefly seeing that error detection, error correction techniques, now we have to briefly go for the flow control algorithms. What are the various algorithms available for flow control? Okay, as we already know that the responsibilities of data link layer is error control and flow control. Both are the responsibilities of the data link layer. Already we have seen briefly detection of the errors and what error control techniques. What are the techniques it is maintaining for controlling the errors? It is maintaining sequence numbers. It is maintaining the sequence numbers. It is maintaining acknowledgement concept, and also it is maintaining various error detection techniques. It has various error correction techniques are there. So overall, it is doing something for error control. Now we have to briefly see what are the techniques it is following for the error flow control, how the flow is controlled. Clear? So now we will briefly see what are the various data link protocols available for the flow control. In this class, we will briefly see about them. Okay. See, the major responsibility of the data link protocol says whatever the protocols we are using in the data link layer, the main aim of these is they have to do framing, error control, flow control. The algorithms or protocols we are using in the data link layer responsibilities are the main responsibilities of the protocols is one is they have to help in formation of frames. They have to help in error control. They have to help in flow. These are the main basic functions for the protocols in data link layer. Already we know briefly the framing. Framing is nothing but the division of the bit streams. Okay. After receiving the data from the either network layer or from the physical layer, we have to divide those into the frames. The formation of frames from the data bits received is known as the frames. We have already know how to form the frames that we have already seen. And when we come to error control mechanisms, okay, various error controlling mechanisms are applied to eliminate, to reduce the chance of getting transmission errors. Okay, to reduce the chance of getting transmission errors, and if any errors occurred, how to make rectify the data. So for doing that one, various error control mechanisms are there. Next, when we come to third responsibility is the flow control. Flow control is main aim is to regulate the speed of the sender. Whenever we have fast sender and slow receiver, to regulate the speed of the sender, the responsibility is the responsibility of the flow control techniques. The flow control responsibility is to regulate the speed of the sender. Whenever the speed of the sender is more than the speed of the receiver, the responsibility of the error control is to deal with the transmission errors. Framing responsibility is to form frames. These are the three major functions. Major functions are major responsibilities of the protocols of data link layer. Now, when we come to this data link layer protocols, these are majorly the divided into two types. Okay, basing on whether the transmission channel is noisy or noiseless channel, the protocols are divided into two categories. Basing on the point whether the transmission channel is noiseless or noisy. Noiseless means there is no disturbance in the channel. Noisy means some disturbance will be there due to some interference, some disturbance will be there. If there is any chance of getting disturbance in the channel, it is called noisy channel. If there is no chance to get any disturbance to the channel, then it is called noiseless channel. Basing on whether the transmission channel we are using is noisy or noiseless, the data link protocols are also divided into two categories. wait categories. Category is the sliding window protocols, stop and wait protocols, sliding window protocols. So when we come to the data link layer protocols, there are two types: stop and wait protocols, sliding window protocols. Sliding window protocols are used for noisy channels. Stop and wait protocol can be used for both noisy channel and noiseless channel. For both noisy and channel, we have stop and wait protocols. We have the sliding protocol. So when we come to the data link layer protocols, they are divided into two categories: stop and wait protocols and sliding window protocols. First, we will bring stop and wait protocols. They will go for the sliding window protocols. So what is the concept of the sliding window protocols? Our name is the stop and wait protocol. What is this concept of stop and wait protocol? ఆ నేమ్ బట్టి మనకు ఒక క్లూ వస్తుందండి. వీ హ్యావ్ సమ్ బ్రీఫ్ క్లూ ఇస్ దేర్ ఇన్ దట్ నేమ్ ఇట్స్ ఆ లాజిక్ మొత్తం మనకు ఆ నేమ్ లోనే ఇచ్చేసాడు. వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ స్టాప్ అండ్ వెయిట్ ప్రోటోకాల్? Can anyone guess basing on the name? First one, stop and wait protocol. Basing on that name, what is the logic of this protocol? ఉన్నారా? దయచేసి చాట్ లో మాత్రం టైప్ చేయొద్దండి. నేను మళ్ళీ బ్యాక్ కి చూడలేను. ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ ద మొబైల్ టుడే. ఐఎమ్
ఫస్ట్ స్టాప్ చేసి నాయిస్ వచ్చినప్పుడు స్టాప్ చేసి నెక్స్ట్ అది మొత్తం రికవర్ అయిన దాకా వెయిట్ చేయడం సార్.
అలాగా నాయిస్ అలా కాదు, ఇంకేదైనా ఎనీ మోర్ గెసెస్? పైన స్టేట్మెంట్ చదవనండి. పైన స్టేట్మెంట్ గాతో చదివి మళ్ళీ ట్రై చేయండి. పైన మ్యాటర్ ఉంది కదా, డేటా లింక్ ఫ్లో కంట్రోల్ ప్రోటోకాల్స్ కెన్ బి బ్రాడ్లీ డివైడెడ్ ఇంటూ టూ కేటగిరీస్ డిపెండింగ్ ఆన్ వెదర్ ద ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ ఛానల్ ఈజ్ నాయిస్లెస్ ఆర్ నాయిసీ. ఆ పైన లైన్ చదివేనా? కెన్ ఎనీవన్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ గెసెస్? సరే, నేను క్లూ ఇస్తున్నాండి. దీస్ ఆర్ మెయిన్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ దీస్ ఇస్ ఫ్లో కంట్రోల్. ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ యూ ద క్లూ. These protocols are main responsibility is flow control. Basing on that one, now any more guesses? Then main responsibility flow control andi. ఇక్కడ స్టాప్ అండ్ వెయిట్ ప్రోటోకాల్ మనకి ఫ్లో కంట్రోల్ అయినా కానీ అక్కడ గెస్ అయిందంటే, జనరల్లీ ఫ్లో కంట్రోల్ ప్రాబ్లం మనకి ఫ్లో కంట్రోల్ ఎప్పుడు రిక్వైర్ అయింది? వెన్ ఎవర్ ద సెండర్ ఈ సెండింగ్ ద ఫ్రేమ్స్ ఫాస్ట్లీ దాన్ ద కెపాసిటీ ఆఫ్ ద రిసీవర్. ఇఫ్ ద స్పీడ్ ఆఫ్ ద సెండర్ ఈస్ మోర్ దాన్ ద స్పీడ్ ఆఫ్ ద రిసీవర్, దెన్ వీ నీడ్ ద ఫ్లో కంట్రోల్. క్లియర్? అది మనకు తెలిసిందే అండి. సో హియర్ వాట్ ఈస్ ది స్టాప్ అండ్ వెయిట్ ప్రోటోకాల్ ఈజ్, యాజ్ పర్ దిస్ అల్గారిథం, సెండర్ విల్ సెండ్ ఫస్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్ and he will wait until he confirms the receiver has received that first frame. He will send one frame and he will wait. Okay, he will stop sending. After sending one frame, he will stop and wait for confirmation that the first frame is successfully received by the receiver. After confirming that one, he will send the second frame and again he will stop and wait. That is the logic of this one. ఈ protocol's logic అదేనండి. Stop and wait. He will send one frame, he will stop and he will wait. Instead of sending the frames continuously, he will send one frame, he will stop and wait for some time until the confirmation from the receiver. After receiving confirmation from the receiver, again he will start sending. That is the logic followed by this stop and wait protocol. Clear and basic logic. Rough idea వచ్చిందండి. What are these stop and wait protocols? దే ఆర్ కాల్డ్ ప్రోటోకాల్. ఆ ఫ్లో ని కంట్రోల్ చేసి ఉంటాయండి. కంటిన్యూగా ఫ్రేమ్స్ పంపిస్తే కొన్ని ఫ్రేమ్స్ మిస్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి, రిసీవర్ కెపాసిటీ స్మాల్ కాబట్టి కంటిన్యూస్ గా ఫ్రేమ్స్ వస్తే సమ్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ విల్ బి మిస్డ్. అలా మిస్ కాకుండా ఉండటం కోసం ఇక్కడ లాజిక్ ఏంటంటే, ఒక ఫ్రేమ్ పంపించిన తర్వాత హీ విల్ వెయిట్ ఫర్ సమ్ టైమ్. After that one only he will send the second frame. Again he will wait for some time for confirmation. After confirmation only he will send the third frame. After confirmation he will send the fourth frame. After receiving confirmation from the receiver, the sender will send the next data. That is the main logic of the stop and wait protocols. Okay, now we will briefly see these stop and wait protocols are suitable for both noisy and noiseless in those two. So before understanding that stop and wait protocol, we have to see one basic protocol for the stop and wait protocol called Utopian simplex protocol. The basic protocol is the Utopian simplex protocol. The name itself gives simplex protocol is a simple protocol. That's why its name is simplex protocol. What is this word utopian means? UTOPIAN. Utopian means, the meaning of this one is an imaginary area where everything is perfect. Utopian means an imaginary area where everything is perfect. That is the meaning of this utopian. Here, this utopian simplex protocol means, why we are calling this protocol as utopian means, okay, this protocol will assume that everything is perfect. Sender is sending complete data, receiver is receiving complete data, everything is perfect. That's why this protocol is called utopian simplex protocol. Why? Because this protocol will assume that everything in the transmission is going on perfectly. That's why its name is utopian simplex protocol. Now first we will see what is this simplex protocol. The simplex protocol is data link layer protocol for transmission of frames over computer network. That is the one. It is a hypothetical protocol. That means it is an imaginary one only. It is a hypothetical protocol designed for unidirectional data transmission over an ideal channel. See the second point, important one. It is a hypothetical protocol designed for unidirectional data transmission over an ideal channel. Ideal channel means a channel through which transmission can never go wrong. Okay, what is an ideal channel means a transmission channel through which transmission will never go wrong. That means that there are no problems, problems never occur in the transmission channel. It is called ideal channel. Okay, this is an hypothetical means, simply it is an imaginary protocol. It is okay, that is designed for unidirectional data transmission over an ideal channel. Clear on the second point too. It is assumed that both sender and receiver are always ready for data processing and both of them has infinite buffer. This protocol assumes that sender and receiver are always ready for data processing and both of them has infinite buffer. That means the data buffer at the sender and the data buffer at the receiver is infinite capacity. That means the sender has an infinite amount of data and the receiver can accept infinite amount of data. He can store infinite amount of data. That is the thing. It will assume, this protocol will assume that both sender and receiver are always ready for data processing and they have infinite buffer. That means sender has infinite amount of data for transmission, receiver can store infinite amount of data received from the sender. It will assume like that. The sender simply sends all its data available onto the channel as soon as they are available in its buffer. At the sender side, whenever data is available, immediately he will place the data on the transmission channel. Okay, whenever data has occurred available in the buffer, immediately he will send the data to the through the transmission. The receiver is assumed to process all the incoming data instantly. At the same time, the receiver is assumed to process, that means he is accepting all the incoming data instantly. Whenever the data came, immediately he will accept the data and he will process the data. This technique, this protocol doesn't handle any flow control or error control. This technique doesn't handle any flow control or error control. Okay, before going see those points, ఒకసారి ఆ points చూడండి. What he is saying is, it is a hypothetical protocol. That means it is an not possible protocol. Hypothetical means here imaginary or not possible one. It is a hypothetical protocol designed for unidirectional data transmission over an ideal channel, which is designed for unidirectional data transmission over an ideal channel. Ideal channel means a channel in which transmission can never go wrong. That type of channel is the ideal channel. See, it is an imaginary protocol designed for data transmission in the ideal channel. Here it will assume that both sender and receiver are always ready for data processing and they have infinite buffer capacity. Sender has infinite buffer capacity, receiver has infinite buffer capacity. That means the sender can accept any amount of data from the network layer. And also, okay, from the network layer, sender can accept any amount of data, huge amount. Similarly, the receiver can also have the data link layer of receiver has infinite buffer. That means the data link layer of receiver can also accept a huge amount of data from the physical layer. Huge, any amount of data. That is the meaning of that one. It is assuming that both sender and receiver have infinite amount of buffer space, and the sender is always ready to process, to send the data immediately whenever data came into the buffer. That means whenever the sender receives data from its network layer, immediately it will send the data to the transmission channel. Similarly, at the receiving side, the receiver is also assumed that whenever the data is available from the physical layer, immediately it will take the data and process the data to the network layer. Okay, this is the simplex protocol points. Is it clear? Any confusion in these points? Here it is assuming everything is going perfectly. This protocol is assuming that everything is going perfectly without any disturbance. Sender will accept data from the network layer, immediately he will send that data to the transmission channel. Receiver will accept data from the physical layer, immediately he will transmit that data to the network, above network layer. Okay, why both are always ready. Sender is always taking data from network layer, sending to the below layers. Receiver is accepting data from the physical layer and immediately passing to the above network layer. The process is going continuously without any errors. Okay, since it is also assuming that the channel is a ideal channel. Since the channel is ideal channel, there is no chance of getting errors. So there is no requirement of error control. Why? Because the channel is ideal channel. That means there is no chance of getting errors. So it does not require any error control. And also the sender and receiver have infinite buffer is there at the sender and the receiver. So they have no problem with the data. So there is no flow control. This algorithm or flow protocol does not consider any flow control or error control. See that point. It doesn't handle any flow control or error control. Here there is no chance of getting flow control. There is no chance of getting problems with flow, data flow, or there is no chance of getting problems with errors. Why? Because since the sender and receiver has infinite buffers, they don't have any problem with flow, data flow. And also, since the channel is ideal channel, there is no chance of getting errors. That's why that is the simplex protocol. Since this protocol is assuming that everything is going to be perfect, everything is going running successfully, this protocol is called utopian simplex protocol. Clear? It is an imaginary one only. Actually it don't work. It is not, it don't work in the real time, but it is only hypothetical one. Okay, it is only an assumption that it will work in this way. Then we will get a question, if it is not applicable in the real time, what is the use of this protocol? What is the point use of learning this protocol? See that last point. The importance of this protocol is basing on the concept of this protocol. This protocol will act as a basics for the other protocols, for the development of stop and wait protocols. The basic one is the simplex protocol. This simplex protocol is acting as a basic steps for the development of the realistic protocols, that is stop and wait protocol. The stop and wait protocols are developed basing on this simplex protocol. It will act as a basic or fundamental step for the development of the other protocols, other useful protocols. Clear? This is the first one, utopian simplex protocol. Okay, see the diagrammatic, see the design here. When we come to the design of this protocol, we have sender side, receiver side. Two sides will be there in the designing of this protocol. What will happen at the sender side? See, the data link layer in the sender side waits for the network layer to send a data packet. The data link layer will wait for the network layer to send a data packet. On receiving the packet, immediately it will be processed and sent to the physical layer for transmission. At sender side, here the work going on in the simplex protocol is the data link layer will wait for the data from network layer. After receiving data packets from network layer, immediately it will process the packets and send the frames to physical layer for transmission. What will happen at the receiver side is the data link layer at the receiver side waits for the data frames from the physical layer. The data link layer in the receiver side waits for the data frames from the physical layer. When the frames are available, immediately it will process the frames and send the data packets to network layer. These are the design points about the simplex protocol. The simplex protocol design points contain sender side 2 points are there, receiver side 2 points are there. Okay, here there is no special flow control techniques, there is no special error control techniques. The error control measurements are there. Why it is not considering any flow control error control means it is assuming everything is going to be perfect. See the diagrammatic representation. The diagrammatic representation of the design will be like this. From sender side, network layer packets will come to data link layer. Immediately packets are converted into frames and frames are sent to the physical layer. Through physical layer, the frames will be received to the physical layer of the receiver. From physical layer of the receiver, they are going to data link layer. They are converted into packets. Again, packets are delivered to the network layer of the receiver. If you observe here, the process is going on in this one simply. Clear? The data flow will be like this. See, if you observe this diagram, ఈ diagram చూసారు అనుకోండి. See what is happening here. Whenever sender has the data request, sender దగ్గర డేటా రాగానే ఏం చేస్తుంది, immediately it is sending the data to the receiver. సెండర్ గారు డేటా రాగానే రిసీవర్ కి పంపించేసింది ఫస్ట్. మళ్ళీ కాసేపు సెండర్ డేటా వచ్చింది, రిసీవర్ కి పంపించేసింది. మళ్ళీ సెండర్ డేటా వచ్చింది, ఇట్ ఈస్ సెండింగ్ టు ద రిసీవర్. సెండర్ దగ్గర డేటా ఫ్రేమ్స్ రాగానే హీ ఈస్ సెండింగ్ దోస్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ టు ద రిసీవర్. ఓకే, హియర్ it is sending the data flow. It is not considering any flow control mechanisms or it is not considering any error control mechanisms. Whenever the sender data link layer has frames, those frames are sent to the data link layer of the receiver. Directly it is sending those frames to the data link layer of the receiver. This is the first basic protocol called the simplex protocol. Utopian simplex protocol. See those points about this one. This is clear. Remaining and the extension of this protocol is the remaining protocols. Read those points once and doubts in the clarify chesukundam. Then we will go for the remaining ones. Read those points once. Guys, are you following? Unara?
Yes.
The points, ఏదైనా point doubt ఉందా, we will clear. Otherwise, we will go for that one. ఎందుకంటే దీన్ని బేస్ చేసుకుని రిమైనింగ్ ఆల్ ద ఎక్స్టెన్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ప్రోటోకాల్ దీన్ని రియల్ టైమ్ లోకి ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తే రిమైనింగ్ ప్రోటోకాల్స్ అండి, స్టాప్ అండ్ వెయిట్ ప్రోటోకాల్స్ మనకు వచ్చే దీన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని. Is it clear all these points on the slide? ఇక్కడ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ ఇమాజినరీ, అన్ని ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకుంటుందండి, పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా ఉన్నాయని అది ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకుంటుంది. దట్ ఈస్ అ థింగ్. అందువల్ల దీనికి ఎర్రర్స్ రావు, ఫ్లో కంట్రోల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ రాదు. ఇక్కడ సెండర్ సైడ్, రిసీవర్ సైడ్ వర్క్స్. What is the works in the sender side, receiver side? These are the works at the sender side and at the receiver side also. Read those points, then we will go for the stop and wait protocol. Okay, now we will go for the first one. Basing on the simple protocol, first we will see a simplex stop and wait protocol for a channel, noiseless channel. So when we come to the stop and wait protocol, already we have seen it can be used for both noisy channel as well as the noiseless channel. For both either noisy or noiseless, we can use this stop and wait protocol. First, we will see the stop and wait protocol for error noiseless channel. Noiseless means there is no chance of getting errors. That's why it is here heading is a simplex stop and wait protocol for an error-free channel. Error-free channel means noiseless channel. There is no chance of getting errors. Why? Because since there is no noise, there is no chance of getting errors in the transmission channel. So this protocol will concentrate only on flow control. You don't consider the error control. This simplex stop and wait protocol will mainly concentrate on the flow control only. Don't consider the error control. Why? Because we are applying this protocol for noiseless channel. Since already the channel is noiseless, there is no chance of getting errors. Now we will see briefly what is the logic of this stop and wait protocol in noiseless channel. Listen the points carefully, read the points carefully. Simple points only. Stop and wait protocol is data link layer protocol for transmission of frames over noiseless channels. Point it provides unidirectional data transmission with flow control facilities, but without error control facilities. This particular protocol will provide only flow control facilities without providing error control facilities. It provides unidirectional data transmission with flow control and without error control. This protocol takes into account that the fact receiver has finite processing speed. This protocol will consider that the receiver has only limited processing speed. Thus, it will consider that the receiver has limited processing speed. In the previous algorithm, that is a simplex protocol, utopian simplex protocol, it is assuming that the receiver has infinite amount of buffer is there. Infinite amount of buffer, it has infinite capacity. But this stop and wait protocol will assume that receiver has finite processing speed. The speed processing capacity of the receiver is limited one. Some limit is there on the receiver. It will assume. Whenever if the data frames arrive at the receiver's end at a rate which is greater than its rate processing speed. Okay, generally if the data frames arrive at a rate which is greater than the speed of the receiver, some frames will be dropped out, means some frames will be missed. If data frames arrive with a speed which is greater than the capacity of the receiver, processing speed of the receiver, some frames will be dropped out. So that means some frames will be missed. So how to avoid that? Means in order to avoid that situation, the receiver sends an acknowledgement for each frame upon its arrival. Upon the arrival of each frame, the receiver will send a acknowledgement to the sender upon receiving each frame. Okay, the sender sends the next frame only when it has received a positive acknowledgement from the receiver for the previous frame. For the previous frame, whenever he receives a positive acknowledgement, then only he will send the next frame. Points clear, Andy? See, simple guy, in this stop and wait protocol, what is happening is it will consider that receiver has limited capacity. So since the receiver has limited capacity, whenever the data of sender speed is more than the receiver speed, the sender will send the frame only when it receives a positive acknowledgement for the previous frame. For the previous frame, if he receives the positive acknowledgement, then only he will send the next frame. Okay, that is the concept of this one. See the diagrammatic representation of this one. Oksaరి zoom cheskoni chudandi. See the diagrammatic representation. Frame 1 పంపించాడు. He sent the frame 1. Frame received by the receiver. Receiver frame receive చేసుకోగానే he is giving acknowledgement. ఆ acknowledgement వచ్చిన తర్వాతనే he is sending the next frame. Again he is giving the acknowledgement. This is the simplex stop and wait protocol for noiseless channel. Okay. Here what is the concept going on is the sender will send a frame and he will wait until he receives a positive acknowledgement from the receiver. And he receives a positive acknowledgement from the receiver. He will wait. After the positive acknowledgement has received, then only he will send the next frame. Whenever he receives the negative acknowledgement, he will retransmit the same frame Whenever he receives the positive acknowledgement, he will transmit a new frame. So that is the simplest logic of the stop and wait protocol for noiseless channel. Okay, sender will send frame 1. Receiver, after receiving frame 1, he will give acknowledgement. After receiving acknowledgement for frame 1, then sender will send the frame 2. The receiver will give acknowledgement for frame 2. After receiving the positive acknowledgement frame 2, sender will send the third frame. Whenever he receives negative acknowledgement, instead of sending new frame, he will retransmit the same frame. So here the concept is, whenever the sender speed is more than receiver speed, how it is handling the flow control means, it is handling the flow control basing on the concept that the sender will send a frame only when he receives a positive acknowledgement. The sender will send a frame only when he receives a positive acknowledgement. Until he receives the positive acknowledgement, he won't send the next frame. Clear? That is the concept here. అయితే మీకు ఇక్కడ డౌట్ రావచ్చండి, మరి అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ మిస్ అయితే పరిస్థితి ఏంటి, ఫ్రేమ్ మిస్ అయితే పరిస్థితి ఏంటి అని వీ విల్ గెట్ ద డౌట్స్. అయితే మనం ముందుగానే చెప్తున్నాం, దిస్ ఛానల్ ఈజ్ ఎ నాయిస్ లెస్ ఛానల్, సో దెర్ ఈస్ నో ఛాన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఇన్ ద ఛానల్. Okay, so the frame will never miss, the acknowledgement will never miss. That's why this protocol is not concentrating on error control techniques. It is only concentrating on the flow control mechanisms instead of concentrating on error control mechanisms. Why? Because as the name itself indicating, it is a noiseless channel. There is no chance of getting any problems in the channel. Clear? That is a briefly about the stop and wait protocol for noiseless channel. Is it clear, guys? This one, main theme of this one.
Okay, sir.
Anybody have doubts, or is it clear, this one? If it is clear, then the remaining one will be extension of this one. Next the extension only. See the design points about this one. If you see the design points at the sender side, what are the points we have? For the network and the data packet. The data link layer in the sender side waits for the network layer for a data packet. It then checks whether it can send the frame. After receiving the data packet, it will form the frames. After forming frames, it will check whether it can send the frame. Directly don't send the frame. It will check whether it will take acceptance from the receiver. After taking acceptance from the receiver, it will send the frame. Okay. If it receives a positive notification, then it will send the frames out. Okay. What the sender will do is, after receiving data packets from the network layer, it will make ready the frames. After the frames are ready, it will wait for the notification from the receiver. If he receives a positive notification from the receiver, it will send the frames out. Clear? That is the sender side. After sending the frames, it will wait for acknowledgement before sending the next frame. After sending the first frame, it will wait for an acknowledgement before sending the next frame. What will happen at the receiver side is, the data link layer at the receiver waits for a frame. The data link layer in the receiver side waits for a frame to arrive. When a frame is arrived, it delivers that frame to the network layer. When a frame is arrived, it will process the frame and deliver it to the network layer. After processing that frame, it will send an acknowledgement to the sender. It will send an acknowledgement to the sender. That is, these are the points happening in the sender side, at the receiver side. Sender will take packets from network layer. It will create frames. After getting positive notification from the receiver, it will send the frame. After sending one frame, it will wait for positive acknowledgement to transfer the next frame. That is the process going on at the sender side. Similarly, at the receiver side, the data link layer will wait for the frames to receive. After receiving a frame, it will process the frame and deliver the frame to the network layer. Immediately after processing the frame, it will give a positive acknowledgement to the sender. Okay, see this diagrammatic representation. At the sender side, data is coming from network layer. Okay, After from the data is coming from network layer to data link layer. From data link layer, it is going to the physical layer. Through physical layer, it is going to the receiver. At the receiver, the frame is received, processed, and passed to the network layer. After processing the frame, immediately acknowledgement is sent back to the sender. After receiving each frame, the receiver is sending an acknowledgement frame to the sender. Whenever he receives the acknowledgement frame, then he will send the next frame. In that way, the process is going on. Here, that's why the name is stop and wait. After sending one frame, the sender will stop and wait for the acknowledgement. After receiving acknowledgement, he will send the next frame and he will stop and he will wait for the acknowledgement. Okay, after sending each frame, the sender will stop sending the remaining frames and wait for the acknowledgement. That's why here the name is stop and wait. This particular stop and wait protocol will only concentrate on flow control. Why? Because this protocol is used in the noiseless channel. So since the channel is noiseless, here there is no chance of getting errors. That's why he don't concentrate on the errors. It will only concentrate on the flow control only. Clear? This is briefly about this one stop and wait protocol for noiseless channel. After that one, we have to see same stop and wait protocol for noisy channel. If the channel is noisy, if there is a chance of getting errors, what it will do? That we will see the next class. We will see about that one. Now this is briefly the today's class. We have seen two data link layer protocols, simplex protocol as well as the simplex protocol as well as stop and wait protocol for noiseless channel. This is briefly this one. This is the stop and wait protocol for error-free channel. This is briefly the today's class. Is it clear, guys? Any doubts on this one? No doubts, and always we will wind up this class if there is no doubts.
No, sir.
Okay, then tomorrow we will see again stop and wait protocol for noisy channel. Today we have seen the stop and wait protocol for noiseless. Tomorrow we will see the stop and wait for the noisy channels. Then after that one we will go for sliding window protocols. We will meet